everything you know about Harley-Davidson is changing. In the beginning of 2021, the new management has announced the Hardwire strategic plan that shall dictate the direction for the company's development until the middle of this decade. Increased profitability, broader customer base, and expansion into the new motorcycle classes are expected to ensure the survival of the company's legacy and long-term growth. In this episode of Automotive Territory, we'll show you a comprehensive guide to the new Harley models, including the freshest 2022 arrivals. So subscribe to the channel and let's explore the beautiful Milwaukee machines. Enjoy the ride! Harley-Davidson Sportster S. The Sportster moniker is America's longest-running motorcycle model, a constant that has followed the same formula for the past 64 years. But since the company is embracing the change, this icon must go through the revolution as well. The symbol of the Harley's new era acquires the Revolution Max 1250T liquid-cooled V-twin with a double overhead camshaft and variable valve timing. To produce 121 horsepower, this power cruiser revs to 7,500 RPM, while 94 pound-feet of torque open up between 3,000 and 6,000 RPM. The engine becomes a structural component of the chassis, which decreases the wet weight to 502 pounds. The exhaust system was clearly inspired by Harley's glorious track days, so it has a dual-pipe design and is crafted from corrosion-resistant 304 series stainless steel. The Sportster S is equipped with cornering ABS and traction control, 3 riding modes, and a 4-inch digital round dash with Bluetooth connectivity. LiveWire ONE. If you want to know how much the Harley-Davidson badge is worth, let's check out this electric motorbike that recently sprouted under a standalone EV brand. The LiveWire ONE will get an $8,000 discount, but by the looks of it, the only difference from the original is the body color. Here, it will be limited to black or white. The permanent magnet revelation motor still makes 105 horses and 84 pound-feet. It is still paired with a 15.4 kWh battery that still supports 1-hour DC fast charging. The urban travel distance reaches 146 miles, while 0 to 60 acceleration of 3 seconds flat will scorch any competition. The world-class suspension setup is fully adjustable and is represented by the Showa SFF BP fork and BFRC rear shock. With the onboard Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, the one should be fully connected, while its 6-axis IMU can track and anticipate changes, thus enabling the bike's advanced rider assist systems. Harley-Davidson Street Glide Special Arctic Blast. Harley might be struggling to push their mass-market inventory, but selling out 500 more units of the extremely overpriced factory custom bagger will not be an issue. In this case, the iconic highway shredding Street Glide Special puts on a unique Arctic Blast scheme, which is hand-painted by the renowned experts from Gunslinger Custom Paint, based out of Golden, Colorado. This highly contrasting two-tone design has an intricate hexagon pattern. The rest of the components are thoroughly blacked out, while each bike gets an individual number plate. In other aspects, the HD Arctic Blast remains the same upper-market Street Glide Special. Namely, it keeps the Milwaukee 8114 V-twin engine with 118 pound-feet of twist and gets reflex-linked Brembo brakes with standard ABS, responsive suspension, boombox GTS infotainment, and a bright white Daymaker LED headlamp. Smash the like button if you're a true fan of Harley-Davidson or simply to support our channel. Thanks in advance, and let's keep rolling. Harley-Davidson Pan America. Despite the skeptical expectations, Harley-Davidson addressed many shortcomings of their competitors and actually delivered one of the most approachable high-displacement adventure tours. We will start with the all-new, high-revving 1250cc 60-degree Revolution Max V-twin. It is liquid-cooled, controlled via a 6-speed transmission, and peaks at 150 horsepower and 90 pound-feet of torque. The model gets semi-active Showa BBF suspension with a special off-road mode. Plus, on the Pan America 1250 Special, it will feature an adaptive ride height function. By automatically adjusting the preload, it lowers the seat to nearly 30 inches when the bike comes to a stop, making it extremely accessible for the shorter riders. This HD gets exclusive radial monoblock 4-piston calipers co-developed with Brembo and a set of bespoke Michelin Scorcher tires. To top off the already impressive list of features, we should also mention the 6-axis IMU, 6.8-inch infotainment, tubeless wheels, and an advanced Daymaker adaptive headlamp. Harley-Davidson Electra Glide Revival. The Revival is the first representative of the brand's extremely rare Icons collection. It reimagines the original 1969 FL Electra Glide, wearing a classic tritone paint scheme with hi-fi blue, black denim, and birch white colors. The body is drowning in chrome, plus there are recreated 1969 badges. Limited to 1,500 units, this bagger gets an egocentric solo seat, suspended with a dual bending valve fork, and a hand-adjustable rear shock. To enhance the retro vibes, the Revival is decorated with the old-school saddlebags with rails and a batwing fairing. The main headlight is halogen, and it is flanked with 2 auxiliary incandescent lights. The HD Electra Glide Revival is powered by a Milwaukee 8 114 that peaks at 97 horses and 118 pound-feet. Despite its old-school exterior, the bike is still smartphone integrated and is equipped with Harley's full suite of electronic aids. Thunderbike Noble and Bold. Unlike many Fatboy customs, the Noble and Bold build from the German Thunderbike put special emphasis on the generous use of chrome parts and exclusive wheels. The current Fatboy already comes with a chrome-plated fork, so Thunderbike extends the idea by adding shiny handlebars, instruments, mirrors, engine covers, and performance exhaust system from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Coming from the company's own production facility, the 25 years anniversary 5-spoke rims look sharp and are massive enough to complement the bike's overall brutal appearance. The slam-tail suspension kit features a modified hydraulic shock that can be adjusted through an integrated electric pump, so you can concentrate on cruising and simply enjoy the pleasant rumbling of the Milwaukee 8 114. Just to remind you, the Harley's legendary V-twin delivers 119 pound-feet of torque at just 3,000 RPM. Harley-Davidson Street Bob 114. 2020 was quite an embarrassing year for the Street Bob moniker, since it was functionally identical to the Softail standard that should be placed lower in the Harley's hierarchy. This year, the calamity is rectified via the introduction of the 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 that churns out 119 pound-feet of torque at 3000 RPM. Weighing 659 pounds at the curb, this HD still lets you feel the added power and the twisties with a generous lean angle, while the new smooth Mini Ape handlebars will not stand in the way of balanced handling. The dual bending valve fork with 5 inches of travel and a single shock with 3.4 by Shova ensure adequate bump reduction without losing the feel of the road. Plus, a higher spec suspension setup by Öhlins is optional. Lastly, in 2021, the passenger carrying capacity of the Street Bob was increased to 2 via the installation of a small seat and separate food packs. Harley-Davidson LiveWire Silent Alarm. Despite an extensive teasing campaign, Harley's first ever electric model received little to no attention from America's tuning shops. The fans of genuine V-twins and fire-shooting exhausts may need a little more time to adjust to the EV takeover. So as a result, the first company to build a custom Harley-Davidson LiveWire is the European Cologne-based JvB-moto. Their Silent Alarm gains all new bodywork with a mock fuel tank made of fiberglass, a revised tail section, and a new seat. The front end swaps its small fairing in favor of minimalistic nacelle surrounding a round LED headlight, while the fender becomes more prominent. Black carbon fiber covers on the alloy wheels finish the bodywork overhaul, plus the model boasts a new performance shock from Sport Evolution. According to the tuner, all the elements of the bike are reproducible and road legal, and JvB plans to launch a limited production of the Silent Alarm. Harley-Davidson CVO. The 2021 lineup from Harley's custom vehicle operation consists of 4 models: Limited, Street Glide and Road Glide, as well as the 3-wheeled Tri-Glide. All of them arrive with the refreshed paint schemes and graphics, new instrument faces, and LED console lights. The Limited and Street Glide get the brand's most advanced Daymaker adaptive LED headlamp, while the entire roster offers exclusive heated hand grips from Kahuna Collection and matching shifter pegs. The CVOs offer standard reflex defensive rider systems that include the latest cornering enhanced ABS, electronic linked braking, and traction control. The models arrive with new generation Boombox GTS infotainment with navigation and a Bluetooth helmet headset. As before, these tours rely on the flagship version of the Milwaukee 8 V twin engine. The mill has 1917cc aka 117 cubic inches displacement and delivers 125 pound-feet. SMCO Harley-Davidson Custom Softail Standard. Building a flat tracker from a heavy cruiser may seem as an impossible task, but the 2 brothers from Suicide Machine Company have found a way to complete it by shaving 160 pounds off the stock Softail. Their conversion starts with fitting the bike with B17-inch Rox Performance carbon wheels and unloading the suspension. SMCO sourced custom front forks with full racing spec Öhlins internals from Sarah Carbon and replaced the original swing arm with a Speed Merchant unit. Instead of the original headlight, there is a lighter Baja Designs Squadron Pro LED unit, while handlebars, levers, and foot pegs are new as well. Finally, the bike offers a revised seating position and gets its V twin engine retuned for improved performance. The latter also features a more massive 45mm carburetor from Mikuni. Harley-Davidson Serial 1, Rush and Mosh. Harley's Serial 1 sub-brand is breaking into the e-bicycles market by launching not 1, not 2, but 4 e-bikes at once. All share the same hydroformed aluminum frame underpinnings and come built around a mid-mounted, brushless motor from Bros. The latter delivers 66 pound-feet of torque and relies on a maintenance-free Gates carbon belt instead of a chain drive. Depending on the chosen model, the system is complete with a single-speed freewheel hub or automatic intelligent CVT from Enviolo. In case of the entry-level Mosh City, the propulsion power comes from a 529 Wh battery and the speed is limited to 20 mph, while the Rush's range relies on a 706 Wh pack with over 100 miles of travel. The fastest Serial 1 is called the Rush City Speed, and its velocity is limited to 28 mph. Do you think that Harley-Davidson will be able to turn the tide and remain competitive on the international arena? Or is their legacy in danger? Let's discuss these questions in the comments below, as well as share our opinions about the presented HD bikes of 2022. Support our channel by liking this video, subscribe, share, and proceed to watching more of Automotive Territory. As always, may the torque be with you!